Hi, I am Stacy Sabby, and I am so excited and so passionate to be talking to you today about how do I fit this into my crazy busy schedule. Again, my name is Stacy Sabby, and I am an at-home mom. I am an at-home wife, married to Kyle. I have twin boys that are 7, Kinsley that is 4. I help out on the farm, I mow the farm, I do outside stuff on the farm, I do all of our books. And I also am very passionate about health, an advocate on going with diet and lifestyle and incorporating fitness versus conventional medicine. So that takes up a good chunk of my energy and my time. And then recently have just really embarked on deepening my relationship with Jesus and learning to go about serving. So I've got a lot going on, and I'm not going to lie to you, I was getting pretty overwhelmed, feeling, and then on top of that, feeling like this pressure of, now we got Success Club, and now this team training, and that team training, and oh my gosh, now I got to do my own team, and it was just building to where I was like, I don't want to do any of it anymore, like I'm just angry. And so I finally just kind of sat back in prayer and just said, okay, Lord, I'm ready to listen to you. And it brought me to a post that Michelle Myers was doing her last consultation before she was pregnant and due with her baby girl. And I thought, you know what, I need to take advantage and get into that class before she becomes sidetracked and busy with that baby and may or may not have the opportunity again. Who knows? You never know what may happen. So I embarked on her consultation back in, I think it was May. And oh my gosh, it was so amazing. And I am very excited today to now bring you the system that she taught me how to fit this into your crazy busy life. So without further ado, I want to get started. I'm going to go through it kind of fast because I'm going to try to keep this to like 4 to 7 minutes. Might be more, might be less. So first of all, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to color code kind of a system. And what I did both was like a color pen and a highlighter in 5 different colors. So my colors were pink, green, yellow, orange, and blue. So that's the first any types of supplies that you want. You're also going to want a calendar. And you'll see kind of how, just real fast, how those colors are going to be incorporated. And the calendar that I chose listed out my days. So like 5 in the morning to whatever time I was up in the morning to whatever time I went to bed. I kind of had a list of those times set there. Okay, so those are kind of the main important things that you're going to have. And then you're going to want a blank piece of paper and just some time and time to think this through. So your first step, you're going to calculate how many hours per week that you're awake. And so how you go about doing that is, for example, for myself, I'm up by 4 or 5 a.m. every morning. And then I'm in bed by basically 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, it's like, good night, lights out. So I took what that ended up being, and for me, that was about 15, 16 hours per day that I was awake. I took that times 6, and the reason why it's times 6, and maybe you're times 7, and that's your right, that's your priority, doesn't matter, but the 6 for me was I do 1 day of Holy Sabbath. I rely on doing nothing. I honor that Sabbath day. So I took that 15, 16 hours by 6, and I got about 96 to 102 hours per week. That's what I have when I'm awake to do the things in my life that I have to do. And so from there, what I did is I had to take and list out 5, only 5. Make 5 boxes on your blank piece of paper, 5 boxes. And for me, I did 5 categories. And those categories personally for myself, number 1 was growth. My number 2 was family. My number 3 was serving, ministry, relationships. Number 4 was business. And number 5 was implementation. So then, within each of those boxes, underneath each of those topics, you're going to write 3 to 5 things that make up that category. So for example, my growth is my health, which includes my exercise and fitness, my time with Jesus, and reading the Bible and church and things like that. That is my number 1 in my life, my number 1 priority. My number 2 is then family. That's indicated in orange. Number 3 is my relationships and serving. Number 4 is business and what I'm going to do as a leader. And my number 5 is implementation and what I need to do to implement that to become a leader. So those are my 5. And again, you're only picking 3 to 5 activities within each. You can't do them all. You only have so many hours a week. Pick 3 to 5. Figure out what's important to you, your priority, that type of thing. Put them in those little boxes and then color code those. Then on your calendar, when you have your daily calendar, like mine starts about 4 to 5. So my green goes along because I then highlighted each category with a color. So my growth is green, my orange was family, my yellow is ministry, my blue is implementation, my pink was business, leading. Pick those 4, and I took my daily schedule, and I said, okay, this is what I need to do per day and how many hours per day I spend on my health my fitness routine, meal prep, showering, my Shakeology, and my Jesus time. So for me, that was from 4 a.m. until 7 a.m. I get those things done. So that's blocked off. That's like, bloop, done. Done. So from 7 to 8, and this is my summer one, so I didn't have it for my kids, but from 7 to 8 is basically my family, because at 7 a.m. I get my kids up and get them ready to go to the bus by 8 o'clock. So from 7 to 8, that would now normally be orange. This is my summer one, so you'll see my orange was, I had a lot of summer, I did a lot of family time this summer. And then my pink are any meetings that I had, any Zooms, if I did power hour, things like that. That's what I gave myself for that. And then any of the blue, that was where I worked on education, posts, content, things like that. So that's how I broke that up there. And then what I did is I made it into a daily schedule. And so for me, what clicked is that usually what I would have done in the past is I had Kinsley at home with me still. So in the past, I would be like, okay, well, I've got Kinsley home. This gal would want to have an appointment, and I'd be like, well, I have Kinsley home, but I can maybe call you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Well, 2 o'clock was Kinsley's time, and I was tapping into her time. And so I had to change my mind and my mentality and say, you know what, that's not open. That's not open. And so then I would look like, okay, now what color am I taking appointments? And that would have been like my yellow or my pink. And so what I would do is I would look into my schedule where my next yellow block was. And I would say, you know what, the next appointment that I have is next Tuesday at 5, for example. If they had a fit with that or it didn't work with that, you know, for me, because I'm honoring it and felt like I just needed to really honor these things right now in this short season that I'm in with my kids at home, it just for me was a way to also, it did 2 things. It helped me figure out that this person was willing to wait and work, you know, alongside with and respect what I needed to do. And then if they weren't, then it helped me decide that, you know what, this person just might not be for me right now. And so that's what it really did. You know, do you have to do that exact same thing? No. But that's what it did for me, mentality-wise and whatnot. And I have been able to get more done and be more productive this summer than I have been in the 2 years that I just embarked on this whole journey. And it's just a small tidbit. I was not going to work this business for at least 2 years. It happens to be today that my daughter started preschool, so all my kids are in school. So I've kind of got more free time now. So you'll see this orange during the day really start turning more into yellow and blue and pink. Looking forward to that. But I hope this was helpful. I hope you kind of understand the concept. I will be available for questions, or if you want to go a little bit more into depth or anything like that. This was really fast. I might have missed a few things. I'm not sure. This is 10 minutes and we were supposed to keep it to like 5. So I apologize for that, but this is great information. This really is a great system. And I was never so happy to be able to get that from Michelle Myers and her She Works His Way ministry. and have the blessing gift to pass that on to you. So hope you guys are having an awesome day. I pray for your own individual businesses, journeys, that you just do it and keep the main thing, that it brings back glory to Him, and that you guys all lead just health, happiness, and prosperity. See you later. Dixie Chicks for President. I just got back from their concert, so I'm like, yeah. So have a great day. Bye, guys.